Okay. So welcome back to another session of the Relaxing Fertility Yoga sponsored by the Fertility Partnership. Um, so the session tonight, well, funny enough, so as you might be able to tell from my accent, I'm from the US, and today is actually Thanksgiving in the US, which is kind of one of our bigger holidays. Unfortunately, the commercialism of that seems to have transmitted across the world more than the actual element of of gratitude and practicing gratitude. And thank you for the happy Thanksgiving message. Um, so in the session tonight, I always like to focus on gratitude anyway. But in the session tonight, especially being Thanksgiving, I definitely want to focus a little bit more on that sense of thankfulness. And of course, studies actually show that gratitude affects our brains. So our brains have incredible neuroplasticity, so which means that they can change and we can create new neural networks and we actually can change the way that we feel. And gratitude is one of the ways that we can actually increase our happy hormones and just kind of have a better more positive feeling on life and the day to day. And yeah, so and again, and guys, yeah, please feel free to send the messages through the chat. And I was just mentioning I am recording the session right now, but it won't show your name or anything like that. I'm just recording it so I can put it on YouTube for anyone else that might miss it. But yes, so welcome everyone as you're coming in. Keep coming in, it's all good. um yeah. So in this session tonight, we'll play a little bit with practicing gratitude for everything from the breath to whatever movement we can do. One of you was mentioning that you haven't done a lot of movement in the last year, and you know what? It's okay. You know, that's the nature of life. There are seasons in life, not just autumn, winter, spring, and summer, but that, you know, we have these ebbs and flows that we go through. And so I just really want to invite you to practice gratitude for anything that you can do. Just the fact that you were able to walk into a room and that you could use your hands to turn something on and use your eyes and your ears, and that you could then sit down. You know, not everyone even has the ability to sit down. Some people really struggle to sit, and so, or they struggle to stand, or they struggle to walk. And so I just really want to invite you to practice finding that gratitude for exactly what is. Okay. um yeah, so we'll start with a centering and breathing exercise, and then we'll move into some warm-ups, and then from there we'll just flow very, very gently through a few postures, nothing too extreme, and then we'll do a little relaxation at the end. I'll put some nice music on. If at any point the music, if you can't hear me properly or anything like that, please just pop a message through and let me know. I mean, you know, knock on wood, usually it's okay, but again, please feel free to let me know if there's ever any technical issues. um yeah, and I guess the last two things to say, um three things to say. um you can use any props that you have. So any, and that can include blankets, couch cushions, throw pillows, just anything that is going to allow you to be more comfortable. So yes, yoga props if you have them, but don't worry if you don't. Um, and then also please listen to your body. So people will be at different points. You might be doing an IVF cycle right now. I know some of you are. I know one of you has had some lovely news recently, so that's great. And so just, you know, listen to what your body is telling you about this moment, not what you think it should be telling you, but actually what it's telling you. And then the final thing to say is, of course, these sessions are really open for anyone. So so you know, and this is going to be recorded and put online later. So I just want to throw out there, I think it's all women in here today, but of course, partners, whether male or female, are always welcome. It doesn't just have to be somebody on a physical fertility journey. You know, who it's really welcome for everyone to participate. So yeah, all right. So we are going to get started. I love the little things going on in the chat box right now. I suppose on that note, I will say, and I haven't been saying this at all. I'm going to stop talking after this. I haven't been saying this at all in the sessions lately, but I am actually also nearly 23 weeks pregnant right now. And there's something, you know, that can be triggering for some people with that. And so I just, you know, I just want to throw that out there and just say that, you know, it's, you know, I've had my own journey with this. It hasn't been an IVF one, but it did include miscarriage and a lot of other medical things and a history with cancer and all kinds of things. So it's not ever that I'm not aware of these kinds of journeys. And so but if it does trigger anything for you at any point, try to be also with that, whether that, I hope it doesn't, but it's okay if it does. And also, like, if that happens to you out in public or anything, try to always just allow yourself to feel what you feel. Sometimes I think we push things away, which of course then they come back at us stronger. And so it's you know, it's very human. It's very, very human to have all kinds of feelings about things. And so, yeah, that's what I'm going to say about that. So we'll start. So we'll start with that centering and breathing. So you can either sit or you can lie down for this. If you've been sitting at a desk all day, you really might want to just lie down and give your back and your hips a little bit of a break. And I've got a bolster here, which is basically like a big yoga pillow, but you can use normal pillows for this too. So this is a nice way to lie down, just to put something under your legs and just let everything relax. If you don't have something to put under, don't worry. What you can also do is just bend your knees and place your feet on the floor, or you can just extend your legs all the way out, letting them flop and splay. If none of that feels good to you, then do feel free to sit up in any way that you would like as well. All right. So just find what feels right to you, either sitting or lying down. Excuse me. And let's take a few rolls of the shoulders. So we're going to inhale and roll them up. And exhale, wind them down and back. And do that a few more times. More. Just relax the shoulders down. Relax the hands, either facing up or down. Up for receiving energy, down for grounding energy. Close your eyes. They're not yet closed. And take a few deep inhales through the nose with exhales, sighing or blowing the air out of the mouth. Once you've sighed out a few times, just let the natural rhythm of your breath take over again. Start to soften through the face. Relax the brow. Relax along the corners of the eyes and the corners of the mouth. And then loosen the jaw. Let that same awareness come all the way down into your hands. And just start to relax and soften through your palms and through your fingers. And from here, let's start the practice this evening in that energy of gratitude, of thankfulness. So what I'd like you to do is, in your mind, in just a moment, start to create a gratitude list for anything and everything. So no matter how big or small, material or immaterial, and just let yourself free associate and move from thing to thing and just really start to fill up on that sense of gratitude. And truly, this list, it could be endless. So when you think about all the things your body is doing right now, we would just be here for days going through all these different processes. Just being aware of the blood flowing through the veins, being aware of how our bodies are converting oxygen and that we're just taking breaths without having to think about it, that our organs are just doing their thing without us having to think about it, that we have all of these connections in the nervous system and from our muscles to our brain that just allow us to animate in so many different ways all the time throughout the day. So it doesn't just have to be about your body, of course. It's just one example of how really there's just so much that we can be grateful for. So again, no matter how big or small, material or immaterial, I just want to invite you for the next minute or so to start to create a gratitude list in your mind and really allow yourself to fill up on that feeling of thankfulness. So, what are some of the things for which you're grateful right now? And if you hear little dog toes, and vibration of my animals, try to just let it all be vibration. Gratitude for dogs and everything else. So yeah, take a minute here. What are you grateful for? So start to bring that gratitude list to a pause. And bring your gratitude back to your breath. And then from here, start to deepen your breath through the nose. Inhale through the nose, take the breath down into the belly so that the belly rises with the inhale. Exhale out the nose and feel the belly fall. And just take a few of these deep diaphragmatic breaths. And deepen the breath further. Inhale through the nose, fill up, belly, ribs, chest, expanding all the way up through the inhale. Exhale out the nose, chest, ribs, and belly contract. So we're just slowly inhaling, filling up, expanding, exhaling, contracting, gently releasing down. If you're familiar with the Ujjayi or the ocean wave sounding breath, feel free to come into that right now. But if you don't know what that is, don't worry. Just stay with this deep breathing that we've started with. And let's take about 5 more rounds of slow, deep breath here. Take one more breath here. And start to ready yourself mentally for movement. And just in your own time and in your own way, draw some movement back into your body. So just let yourself stretch, roll around, yawn, sigh, just whatever would feel good to you. A bit like when you wake up in your bed in the morning and you just start to move without having to think about it. Same idea now. And then from here, we're going to start at seated. And I'm just going to play, today I want to just kind of play some upbeat music and really just, again, cultivate this idea of gratitude for what our bodies can do and even a sense of playfulness for what our bodies can do. So just take your time. That's a bit loud, sorry. And we're going to come up to seated, and sorry if you heard my elderly dog coughing. He's 15 and a half, and basically the vet says he just has an old trachea. He's just like an old man, and he just kind of sometimes. Okay. All right. to come up to seated. And then from here, try to cross your legs. Now, if you feel like you're being drawn back or you feel uncomfortable in your hips or your lower back, sit up onto something. That could be that could be a small pillow or a folded yoga mat or a folded blanket, just something that's going to help to elevate your sit bones so that you don't feel uncomfortable here, okay? So if your knees are going up or anything like that, again, just sit up onto something and that's going to help alleviate that, okay? So from here, let's take an inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, release down. And again, inhale, lift. And exhale, down. Inhale, lift all the way up. Interlace your fingers, turn up through your palms, take a big stretch up. Oh, stretch up through the shoulders and the upper back. Oh, goodness. And then turn back up through the knuckles. From here, we're going to start to roll around. So we're circling a bit through the shoulders, through the upper back. Take some nice deep breaths here. And go the other way. A few more. Okay, and then inhale, lift it all the way up to center. Keep your knuckles pointing up. If the arms are getting tired, just do these last two moves with me and then we'll give them a break. So we're going to inhale, lift up. Exhale, take a small turn to your right. So then we're feeling that stretch, that twist in the upper part of the spine. Inhale back through center and exhale over to the other side. And we take it back through center. Exhale, release your hands down onto your legs. Now, in IVF yoga, we don't typically do any kind of deep twists, particularly if you are going through that process. There's different beliefs about reasons why, and typically everything is just playing it extra safe, okay? So if you've done some twists lately, don't worry about it, but just in general, we twist all the time when we're moving anyway, but it's why we do lighter twists like that one rather than a much deeper twist, okay? And again, that's typically true of IVF yoga and fertility yoga in general. So, or also for first trimester pregnancy yoga as well. So we're going to take the hands onto the knees. Then we're going to send the heart forward, roll the shoulders back. Take a big inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin into the chest, round back. And again, inhale, take it forward. Exhale, roll it back. One more. And we're going to inhale, take it forward. Take a big spin around like you're using your body to scoop out a jar. And we're just feeling through the spine. Keep it going, breathe through. So a big part of fertility yoga is just bringing all that oxygen into your body, bringing some movement into your body, which does all kinds of good things hormonally. Let's take it the other way. More. Take it all the way back up through center and then inhale, lift the arms up. We're going to have a little play here. Drop your left hand down, reach your right arm across, and I want you to push off that hand, really reach across. So you're opening laterally. This also is, so what this does here, not only is it good, this is good for your spine when we're opening laterally, but it also opens up your intercostal muscles between your ribs, and that actually allows us to breathe more deeply. So again, just getting the oxygen into the body. Now for the playful part. So being mindful here, not collapsing in your spine at any point, being mindful, we're going to roll through the center and take it up to the other side and reach across. And then we can roll through the center and we can have a play here. We can even wave the arm a little bit as we reach. And maybe you want to take a rainbow across the sky and create more of a full circle, or maybe not. I just really want to invite you to play with this and play with where you're feeling the stretch and use the music. So you don't have to follow exactly what I'm doing. Again, it's about connecting into your body. And maybe you even take a little slight reach back. But again, listen to your body. There's no need to overdo anything. It's just playing with finding movement. Couple more breaths here. Okay, and then let's keep playing, but we're going to do a slightly different movement. So when next you can, come up through the center, reach or release your hands down, and then it's like you're scooping the floor up out in front of you, but as you're scooping the floor up, you're really reaching forward. Lean back a little, or I'll lean back so I can show you more. We're reaching forward, and then we're swinging up to the sky, and then we're reaching forward. Oh, really feeling that stretch in the upper back, in the shoulders. One more. Okay. Sorry, I just had to move a dog bone. And then take your hands down through center out in front of you. Draw your hands out to the floor in front of you. Wind or unwind over your legs, and then unwind your legs back behind you so that you can come into a tabletop position. So we're bringing the knees in line with the hips, wrists in line with the shoulders, and we're going to keep playing with some more dynamic movement here. So I want you to send your bottom back towards your right heel, roll it over to your left, up towards your left shoulder, around to your right. Oh, and so we're just undulating through the spine a bit here, rolling around. And go the other way. A couple more. Take it back through center. We'll take a static pose, so we're not going to wiggle around so much in this next one. So we're going to take it down into a puppy pose, into a play bow. So like two dogs playing together. So when they bow at each other before they pounce. So we're leaving the bum up in the air, okay? So bum is up. It's not a child's pose with the bum back. Bum is up. And we're going to walk the arms out in front of us. Take the forehead down. Relax the shoulders. So, you're just getting this lovely long stretch through your shoulders, through your upper back. Take another breath here. Oh, and then walk yourself back. We're going to walk back, 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 taking the bum back towards the heels. Then we're going to come up onto our fingertips out in front of us. Spread the fingers nice and wide out in front of you. You can feel the music. Just feel the earth, feel your body. And then we're going to come through center. Push through the fingertips. Roll up towards your hands. Curl your toes under behind you. Send your hips back. Roll your shoulders back, so that you're pushing back into a downward facing dog. And then we're going to take a little walk of our poochie. So we bend one knee and then the other, walking it out. Okay, and then push back into your full expression of that downward facing dog. Heels towards the ground or on the ground, but they don't have to be on the ground if that compromises the length through your spine. I want you to really feel that nice long spine here. Take another breath here. And then from here, you're going to take it in now. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend your right knee. Point your right toes over towards the left side so you're cocking the leg. Inhale, take that right leg back up. Exhale, bend your right knee. Bring your right foot forward. Try to float it forward so your right knee can come in line with your ankle, okay? And then we're just going to float the right hand to the inside of the right foot. So you have left hand, right foot, and we drop the left knee down, okay? So we're going to find a lizard, and which means we're going to work that left hip flexor. So what we do here is we make that left leg as long as we can behind us, and then we send the hips, send the pelvis forward, roll the shoulders back, open up through the chest. Oh, and you should be feeling that hip flexor. Now, hips are a big part of fertility yoga, okay? We always want to spend some time opening them up, loving them up. Hips in general, in the way that we live our lives in the contemporary era, hips need a lot of love, okay? So we're just going to sway a little bit side to side. Oh, I like to kind of rock almost in, like I'm doing horizontal figure eights, like the symbol of infinity. Okay, and then rock it back through center. Gently start to lean back. Take your right foot back, find a child's pose, which means you're going to bring your bottom down towards your heels. Now, you can either take your knees wide or you can have them in. Either is okay. So wide angle or normal angle, child's pose, taking the arms out front. Take a little rock, a little sway here. Just letting your hips roll side to side, letting your forehead follow. Maybe you want to wiggle. Maybe you feel better doing more like a little, I don't know, like a happy puppy wiggle. Okay, lift the head, lift the heart. And again, you can sway a little, so you can just really feel your body, feel the music, feel the earth. We're here, we're breathing. It's often morbid to say it, but of course that's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed from one day to the next. And so it's just always that question of, okay, in what energy do I want to live right now? Which doesn't mean pushing away negative feelings. It doesn't mean denying suffering. But it's just, again, it's a practice. It's a way that, you know, we can find perspective on something. So if something doesn't go our way, whatever it might be, is it like, you know, the car key battery dies and you can't get your car to start or whatever, you know, it's like, okay, I can freak out about this, or I can just be grateful that I have a car and that I have a means of sorting this out, even if it's an inconvenience. Or maybe we're in a really bad mood and we're just like, no, I'm gonna sink into this feeling and this is what I'm gonna feel, and that's okay too, okay? So it's just, again, it's just, these are all just practices. It's just practices in presence and where we want to be, or being aware of where we are. All right, let's take it back up to downward dog. So we're going to spread the fingers nice and wide. Roll up towards your hands, curl your toes under, send your hips back. Again, take a little brief walk of your poochie. Okay. And then from there, we're going to push the bum back, roll back through the shoulders, squeeze under the armpits, take an inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend that left leg, point your left toes towards the right, cock the leg. Inhale, left leg back up. Exhale, draw the left foot forward, and you can help it there into your lunge. And then from there, you're going to float your left hand to the inside of the left foot. So then you have left foot, left hand, right hand. We draw that right knee back. We toe the right toes back. We roll the shoulders back. And again, oh, we can just take a little sway here. If you've got a really hard floor and that back knee is bothering you, you can always pop something under it, a blanket, or if you've got a sweatshirt or something there. Take a couple more breaths here. Okay, then rock it back to center. Lean it back, take that left foot back. Now, this time, once you've brought that left foot back, we're going to curl the toes under behind us, and we're going to pop ourselves, walk ourselves back into a squat, okay? Now, once you have come back into this squat, you've got a few different options here. So, option one, if it's available to you, okay, that's if. You're going to hop your feet out so that the soles of the feet are coming flat onto the earth. Now, not everyone can do that. For some people, that would actually break the arch of the foot. So, don't break your foot. And what you're going to do is be up then on the balls of your feet instead. If this is deeply uncomfortable for you, grab something that you can pop underneath your heels. So if you've got a yoga bolster, or if you've got a blanket or something like that that you can pop under your heels, please feel free to do that. For anyone really struggling, you can grab something to sit on. So I've got, it's very heavy, but I'll grab it. I've got like a poof, which I just filled with like old bedding and curtains. So that's why it's so damn heavy. You know, you can sit up onto something like this so that you get that lovely hip opener here without having to really strain through it, okay? So again, I just always want you to listen to your body, meet your body where it's at, okay? Sorry, that's my dog's stepping stool onto the couch, so I'll be in trouble if I don't put it back. And then I'll just have to pick him up and put him on the couch all the time. So let's take the elbows, bring them to the insides of the knees, draw the palms together. Roll the shoulders back, open up through your chest. So this is Malasana, this is a yogic squat. And we're going to play a little bit here. If you get tired at any point or you just want to say no, you're welcome to say no. And you can come out of it at any point that you want, okay? So, little bit of a playful move here. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up. Ooh. Take the arms out in front, open up wide like you're giving a big hug. And then we're going to take the right hand down in front of the right knee on the inside, same side as your chest. It seems intuitive for some people to throw it back behind, but keep it on the inside. Inhale, take that right hand back up. I promise we're almost done with this. Take the hands back out in front of you. Open your arms wide, big hug. And then we tip the other way. Oh. And then back together into prayer. Gently come down onto your bottom. Okay, so just help yourself down. And then from here, we'll do a couple different things, but let's start by taking the legs nice and wide. Okay, so take your legs out as wide as you comfortably can. If you struggle with your knees, fold up a couple towels underneath your knees or whatever else you have handy to you there. Okay, now we're going to take a big inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, turn to face one leg, it doesn't really matter which. Bow down towards that leg. Roll the hand in towards the heart and now lift up. Exhale over to the other side. And we're just going to take a few of these, side to side, back and forth. One more to each side. Okay, and then take it back through the center. Now, from here, I'm just listening to which track is next. Okay, it's a calmer track. Okay, so from here, let's start with a static stretch. So you can either take your hands onto your shins, or if it's available to you, reach for your toes. And we're going to roll the shoulders back and open up through the chest. So we're getting that nice stretch on the inside of the legs, or maybe nice isn't your adjective of choice, but we're getting that stretch here, but we're tractioning up through the spine at the same time. Then we're going to walk the hands to the center, roll the shoulders back, keep opening up. So still feeling that stretch. You can take some very, very soft sways here. If it feels okay to you, bring the swaying to a pause, come down onto your forearms. Maybe stack your fists, take your forearm to stack fists. Or you might be able to take your arms all the way out and your forehead down to the floor. But I want you to remember to listen to your body. If your body says no, there's no need to force it, okay? You just go to the point that your body agrees to. We're always practicing consent, okay? Bajrang Okay. Start to walk yourself back up, and again, you can just kind of sway, play with the music. Let's take an inhale, come through center, lift the arms up, interlace the fingers behind your head. We're going to work the shoulders and the upper back a little bit again. So we're going to tuck the chin into the chest, and then we really lift and elongate through the spine. Just take a few of these circles. And go the other way. Okay, take it back through center. Unwind. I'm getting stared at by my ancient dog. What is it? And then you're going to bend your knees. And then from here, we're going to do, it's a very weird pose. It's a variation on a pose known as turtle pose. This is one of the poses that some people claim is good when it comes to fertility, particularly things like embryo transfers and things like that. So, and when I say these things and I say some people claim, it's because it's very difficult to make a claim that a particular yoga pose is doing one particular thing. Our bodies are incredibly dynamic and connected, and really, you know, it's easy for yoga teachers to start to make false claims, and so I always want to just encourage you to think about the whole practice and the whole picture of yourself, your health, mentally, physically, emotionally, with your breath, all of it. And yes, of course, open the hips and do these things that may help, but that's not where it ends, okay? So yes, so from here, this is very awkward. We're gonna take our hands and we're going to bring them underneath, kind of underneath the bottom, but not that you need to squish your hand. You're just kind of getting it into place there. We've got the legs wide and the elbows are coming towards the sides of the insides of the knees. And we're going to roll the shoulders back and just open up through the chest. We take a big, big inhale here. And then exhale. Go ahead and just kind of round, tuck the chin into the chest. Inhale, lift it all the way back up. And exhale, round it down. And inhale, lift it all the way up. Let's just stay here for a couple breaths. Okay. Let's start to release. And we're going to, sorry, I've got holy socks here. We're going to bring the legs in, bring the heels together. So we're going to do a slightly different version of a bound angle pose, or Baddha Konasana. So you're bringing your heels together, but then you're letting your feet, your toes tip out to the side. So rather than have the toes together, you have them tipped out to the sides. Typically this is safer for your knees, especially if you have any knee or hip sensitivities. So we're just going to ground through the sits bones. Roll the shoulders back, open up through the chest. And then exhale, start to lean forward. And we come forward first with the heart just pressing forward. Then if it feels okay to your back and to your knees, you can start to round down. But again, listen to your back and listen to your knees. Anytime you're opening up through the hips, if the knees start to hurt, we need to take it back up to a point where the knees no longer hurt, because the knees will overcompensate for hips that aren't open enough to take a certain posture, okay? Lift it all the way back up. And from here, just extend your legs all the way out in front of you. Oh crap, I didn't realize what time it was. Okay, so from here with the legs extended out in front of you, just give them a little shake it out. So just shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out. Okay, and then we're going to come down onto the back and just help yourself down onto your back. Now, if you have lower back sensitivities, then bending your knees is always going to feel better once you're on your back, okay? If you have sensitivities there. Otherwise, you can let your legs extend. And then from here, just take a big ol' stretch. Let yourself yawn. Maybe you want to roll to one side. Maybe you want to stretch the leg out so you get a bit like, just like when you wake up in your bed in the morning. And you just give yourself this space to do whatever feels good to you. And then bring yourself back to a centered position, either with the knees bent or the legs extended and splayed. Relax your hands wherever they're comfortable. Close your eyes and just sigh out. Just feel your body melting down, connecting with the ground. Everything being here and now. And from here, just send a little thank you from your heart to the earth. Gratitude for everything that this earth gives us all the time. Oxygen, water, everything that we have to eat, our nutrition, the places that we live. And take a moment to just appreciate how deeply connected your body is to this earth. And take your appreciation and bring it back to your breath. And start to deepen your breath. Draw some movement into your fingers and into your toes, and gently roll to one side. And start to bring yourself all the way back up to seated. And once you come back to seated, just take your hands together into prayer in front of the heart. Close your eyes and just offer the following words to yourself in your mind. In your mind, say, I am grateful for my body. I am grateful for my life. And I am grateful for all the ways in which I can heal myself. And then think of a loved one of any kind, human, furry, or otherwise. Hold them in your heart. Say in your mind for them, I am grateful for your life. I am grateful for your presence in mine. And I am grateful for the ways in which we can heal each other. And then finally, I am grateful for this earth. I am grateful to be connected to every creature on it. And I am grateful for the healing that can take place here. And then gently bow, honoring your body, your light, your practice in this earth. And thank you all so much for coming this evening. So these sessions will be running at this time at 5:45 UK time on a Thursday until the 15th of December. And then there's going to be 3 weeks that they'll just be pre-recorded ones that are put on YouTube. And then there might be a new time in the new year. Guys, just have I'm just checking, I'm just reading through your messages. Yes, so thank you all so much, and just take care, and hopefully see you next week. And and just to say, here, I'm gonna stop the recording.